Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you. This is Dr. Shal Pragya and today we will talk about experiments on respiration in plants in this video. So, let's start with the experiment number 1. The aim of this experiment is to prove that oxygen is used up in respiration. For this, we will take two flasks, flask A and flask B. Flask A contains germinating bean seed and flask B has dead or boiled seeds containing with some antiseptic to avoid bacterial decay. Place a few germinating bean seeds on the wet cotton cloth. So, wet cotton provides water to both the samples. A small tube containing soda lime, a mix that is the mixture of sodium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide is suspended in each flask for absorbing any carbon dioxide released by the seeds. After a few days, the delivery tube connected with flask A will show a greater rise in water level. When a burning paper is introduced into each flask after removing their corks, the flame is immediately put off in flask A, but it continues for a short while in flask B. Flask A is arranged as experimental setup, whereas flask B is arranged as control setup. This proves that oxygen was absent in flask A, that is experimental setup, thereby showing that it was used up by the germinating seed and the volume of oxygen so used up was indicated by the rise of water level in the delivery tube. There are two simple questions which you can surely answer, that is, why is there a slight increase in water level of water in the delivery tube of flask B? ओके वाई इज देयर अ स्लाइट चेंज, वहाँ पर जो वाटर लेवल में इंक्रीज होता है फ्लास्क बी के डिलीवरी ट्यूब में वो बहुत कम होता है, जबकि फ्लास्क ए में ज़्यादा इंक्रीज होता है. तो ऐसे इसके रीज़न क्या है. और जो दूसरा क्वेश्चन होता है स्टूडेंट्स को ये पूछना चाहिए या उनके मन में अराइज होना चाहिए कि विच ऑफ द टू फ्लास्क ए और बी इज अ कंट्रोल. तो कंट्रोल तो मैंने पहले ही बता दिया कि जो इसमें बॉइल्ड सीड हम लोगों ने लिया है वो फ्लास्क होगा आपका कंट्रोल्ड सेटअप, और जिसमें हमने जर्मिनेटिंग सीड लिया है वो होगा एक्सपेरिमेंटल सेटअप. कंट्रोल सेटअप वैसे सेटअप को कहेंगे जो कि एक्सपेरिमेंट में हमारे कंट्रोल में हो, उनमें जो भी चेंजेस आए वो हमारे कंट्रोल में हो, जबकि जो फ्लास्क ए या फिर जो एक्सपेरिमेंटल सेटअप हम लोगों ने लिया है वो उसमें हम लोग एक्सपेरिमेंट के दौरान होने वाले चेंजेस को नोटिस करेंगे. सो एक्सपेरिमेंटल फ्लास्क यहाँ पर कौन सा है, एक्सपेरिमेंटल सेटअप है फ्लास्क ए और फ्लास्क बी है कंट्रोल सेटअप. अब जो आपका फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन अराइज होता है मैं उसके आंसर करने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ. द रीजन ऑफ दैट is the germinating bean seed respire continuously and utilize oxygen present in the flask. फ्लास्क में जो भी ऑक्सीजन होता है वो कंटिन्यूसली, चूंकि जर्मिनेटिंग सीड ब्रीथ कर रहे हैं तो रेस्पायर कर रहे हैं, तो इसलिए वो क्या हो जाएंगे, अब्सॉर्ब कर लिए जाएंगे. ऑल्सो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड रिलीज्ड ड्यूरिंग रेस्पिरेशन इज अब्सॉर्ब्ड बाय द पोटेशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड सॉल्यूशन. जो भी कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड रिलीज होंगे उनको अब्सॉर्ब कर लिया जाएगा पोटेशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड सॉल्यूशन के द्वारा. एज द अमाउंट ऑफ गैस डिक्रीजेस इन द फ्लास्क, और जैसे ही अमाउंट ऑफ गैस डिक्रीज होता है इट क्रिएट्स अ स्पेस इन द ट्यूब, and because of which the water is pulled up and the level of water rises in flask A delivery tube. So I hope you would have got the answer of the two questions that I have asked in the last of the experiment. So If you arrange a control setup with boiled or dry bean seeds, the water level will not increase in the tube and the matchstick will continue burning. Matchstick यहाँ पर बुझते नहीं हैं, वो continuously जलते रहते हैं. So this is because boiled seeds are dead, they don't respire and don't utilize oxygen. Now we will discuss experiment number 2. The aim of the second experiment is to prove that carbon dioxide is produced during respiration in germinating seeds. For this experiment, we will take two flasks and name them A and B. Place some wet cotton wool at the bottom of each flask. Soaked seeds are placed in flask A and an equal number of boiled seeds are placed in flask B. A little antiseptic such as carbolic acid is used in flask B. अब flask B में हम लोगों ने क्यों लिया कार्बोलिक एसिड या फिर एंटीसेप्टिक सॉल्यूशन, फ्लास्क ए में क्यों नहीं लिया? तो इसका रीज़न है कि फ्लास्क बी में हमने लिए हैं डेड सीड और हम लोग सभी जानते हैं कि डेड एंड डिकेइंग सब्सटेंसेस पर बैक्टीरियल ग्रोथ होता है. अब अगर बैक्टीरियल ग्रोथ होगा तो रेस्पिरेशन के दौरान बैक्टीरिया रिलीज करेंगे कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और इस तरह से हमारा जो एक्सपेरिमेंट है वो अफेक्टेड होगा बिकॉज वी आर वॉचिंग हियर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस, वी आर टेस्टिंग हियर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस. अब ये कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस जर्मिनेटिंग सीड के द्वारा रिलीज हो रहा है, हमें यही प्रूफ करना है, ना कि बैक्टीरियल के द्वारा. अगर बैक्टीरियल कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड होंगे वहां पर बैक्टीरिया के द्वारा रिलीज होंगे तो इस तरह से हमारा एक्सपेरिमेंट भी अफेक्टेड होगा. दैट्स व्हाई वी विल टेक एंटीसेप्टिक सॉल्यूशन एंड वी विल add this solution to flask B to prevent bacterial growth on dead seeds which would otherwise respire and release carbon dioxide. The flasks are securely corked and left in similar condition of light and temperature. A few days later, the seeds in flask A will be found to have clearly germinated and those in flask B show no signs of any germination. Why? Because we have taken dead seeds in flask B. The gases in each flask are then tested by removing the cork and tilting the flask over a test tube containing lime water. Lime water क्या है अब? तो lime water is a dilute aqueous solution of calcium hydroxide and then sucking up the test tube. The expected gas carbon dioxide being heavier than air would flow down into the test tube. The gas from flask A would turn the lime water milky, showing the presence of carbon dioxide in it, while the gas in flask B will show no effect. Therefore, the conclusion is that the germinating respiring seeds give out carbon dioxide. Okay, so now we will discuss an alternative method for the same experiment. And for this, we will take 4 glass bottles and label them as A, B, C and D. Put some soda lime solution in A, lime water in B and D and place a few moist germinating seed on wet cotton kept in C. Arrange the setup as shown in figure 7.4. Connect the tube coming out of D to an aspirator and cover C with a black cloth to avoid photosynthesis and utilization of carbon dioxide by the seeds themselves. Leave the apparatus undisturbed for some time and then open the stop cock of the aspirator. We will observe that the lime water in D turns milky whereas that in B remains unchanged. The reason behind that is when the stopcock of the aspirator is opened, The air is drawn in slowly through through the other end. The air that passes through soda lime in flask A is free of carbon dioxide, and therefore the lime water in flask B does not turn milky. The air that rises from C is rich in carbon dioxide because of respiration in germinating seeds. Thus, it turns the lime water milky, okay, that is present in flask D. Study experiment third, in which we have to show that the carbon dioxide is produced by green plants during respiration. So, for this, we will take a healthy green potted plant and place it under the bell jar. Apply Vaseline to the rim of the bell jar to make it airtight. Now, take two conical flasks filled half with the lime water and label them as A and B. Arrange the setup as shown in figure 7.5. Connect flask B to an aspirator and keep it closed. Connect flask A to the small container or vessel filled with soda lime. After some time, open the aspirator and observe carefully. You will observe that the lime water in flask A does not show any change while the lime water in flask B turns milky. The reason is that when the aspirator is switched on, the air is drawn in flask A. It passes through the soda lime, which absorbs carbon dioxide present in the air. Thus, no change is observed in the lime water. The air that leaves the bell jar and enters flask B is rich in carbon dioxide because of respiration in the plant. It turns the lime water present in flask B milky. The air leaving the bell jar cannot enter flask A because of the pressure created by the air pump. But during this process, we should ensure that all connections in the experiment are airtight to avoid any contact of the plant or the solutions with the atmospheric air. Next, we will discuss experiment number 4. The aim of the experiment is to demonstrate the heat is evolved during respiration. For this, we will take two thermos flasks and mark them as A and B. In flask A, place a few germinating seed. In flask B, put some seeds that have been killed by boiling and thereafter washed with formalin to prevent any bacterial decay or heat generation through fermentation. Insert a thermometer in each flask in such a way that its bulb is embedded in the mass of seeds. Plug the mouth of both the thermos flasks with wet cotton wool to make them airtight. Note down the initial temperature reading in both the thermometers. Leave the setup for a few hours and note down the temperature again. You will observe that the temperature in flask A containing germinating seeds rises while there is no increase in temperature in flask B containing dead seeds. The reason is that the germinating seeds kept in flask A respire continuously and release heat, resulting in rise in temperature. In contrast, the boiled or dead seeds in flask B don't respire and thus no heat is evolved. As seeds kept in flask A respire in the absence of oxygen, it also demonstrates the germinating seeds can respire anaerobically. Next, we will discuss experiment number 5, that is the last experiment of your book. The aim of the experiment is to demonstrate anaerobic respiration in plants using germinating seed. For that, we will take a few germinating pea or bean seeds and remove their seed coat, put them in a test tube filled with mercury. Close the mouth of the test tube with your thumb and invert it in a beaker containing mercury. Remove your thumb carefully. Take care that no air enters the test tube. Seeds, being lighter than mercury, will rise to the closed upper end of the test tube as shown in figure 7.7. Leave the setup undisturbed for 2 days. You will observe that the mercury within the test tube falls, and the reason behind that is the germinating seed respire even in the absence of oxygen and release carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide accumulate at the closed upper end of the test tube and pushes the mercury downwards. And you have to note that the nature of the gas accumulated in the test tube can be checked by the introduction of a pellet of potassium hydroxide into the test tube. The pellet rises to the top, and as it comes in contact with the gas, it absorbs the gas. It creates a space in the test tube which again gets filled with the mercury. The experiment 5, mercury is used to create anaerobic condition as water contain oxygen in dissolved form. The seed coat of the germinating seeds was removed for quick release of carbon dioxide inside the test tube, and the KOH pellet absorbs carbon dioxide and thus confirms that the evolved gas is carbon dioxide. I hope you would have understood all the experiments explained in this video. If you have any doubt, you write in the comment section or ask on the campus care. So, thank you very much for watching the video.